Welcome back to another episode of We Heart Therapy. Today's special edition is directly for coaches and therapists. I have special guest Desiree Vargas, who's a holistic wellness coach, and she's going to talk to us about holistic therapy and coaching for other therapists and coaches. Thank you, Desiree, for being here with us today.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
So help our viewers who are therapists and coaches understand, what is holistic wellness exactly?
Holistic wellness is basically just taking an overall approach to their clients, looking at their mind, looking at their body, and looking at their soul. So just taking all those into consideration and really just moving forward with their clients utilizing that overall approach.
And what are some of the myths that therapists or coaches might have about being a holistic
Sure,
therapist?
I think there's a lot of myths, and just the word hippy dippy or that's not for me. I'm not anything natural, and it's just they're just silly. So the way I look at it is that it's really ethical of therapists and coaches to have this perspective with their clients, because I'm talking to more and more therapists that are getting clients in that are saying, oh, I'm using essential oils or I'm doing yoga, but the therapist comes to me because they're uncomfortable because they don't know anything about that subject. So it just is a great way to be more in guide with informed consent, that we're having as therapists, having options and educating ourselves to know, okay, I'm not only going to refer out to my psychiatrist or a chiropractor or a medical doctor, but I also have all these tools in my pocket that I know about as well.
So where is it, I've heard that a lot of therapists do like to take a holistic approach, but it seems that they sort of fall short of the real 360 view. Where is it that you find that most therapists or coaches fall short in that?
Sure, and I don't want to say they necessarily fall short, but it's just maybe they're not taking in that overall approach because they're just not familiar with how to do that. And I think working with, working with someone like me really just helps them look at their overall approach. I think when we were in grad school, we don't necessarily go to a class about marketing and entrepreneurship. So if I say an area that we fall short in, it's just branding and marketing ourselves so that people understand all the modalities that we use.
So if therapists want to be a holistic wellness coach or integrate the holistic perspective into their therapy or coaching practice, how would they get started with that?
It's pretty easy. I usually tell, just as I would tell clients who are not therapists or in the mental health field, is just try it yourself. Really just experiment a little, use oils. They can obviously contact me and get them some things, and that is a great way to go when you're just learning, because I came into this area completely the same way. I knew nothing about essential oils. I considered myself an educated woman. How did I not know? And I just really dove in the last 3 years, and any research, anything that I can find, any books, I was all about reading them. So it's just starting slow and starting to use them yourself so that you understand how they work. So when a client comes to you, or if you feel comfortable or want to diffuse during a client session, you could, and you feel more comfortable about it because you've done it yourself.
So it sounds like the best way to really get started is to start with yourself and really embody that, which is one of our core values as a therapist, between living a congruent, authentic life. So why would we offer something to a client if we're not even comfortable or sure about it ourselves?
Definitely.
Excellent. So do you help therapists and coaches learn how to integrate holistic wellness into their practice?
Yes, and that's where I'm most passionate about. I love helping people, but I first of all, just feel really connected to the mental health field. And I figure, instead of me going out trying to save the whole world, which, we don't do anyways, but one at a time, when I'm working with coaches and therapists, they have so many clients and, in their caseload. So we're able just to affect more people's lives that way. And I offer mentorships, just education, learning, and just anything to really help them feel more comfortable in utilizing holistic modalities. I always joke with therapists at first when we're talking that you don't need to be holistic or hippie to incorporate any of these modalities. It's just another intervention, just like it's sometimes we may, or therapists may use, in sessions, just different forms of therapy.
Right,
So,
right.
yeah.
So you also do workshops. So if our therapists or coaches want to contact you to learn more about how to integrate the holistic approach into their practice, how can they find you?
Sure. Well, Annabelle's going to list my email that you can contact me, but what I'm doing is I'm working towards 2017 in doing one of my first workshops for mental health practitioners. I've done workshops just for the general public, and I really see something in educating the non-holistic therapists in holistic modalities. So I'm putting together kind of a panel all over from anywhere. You don't have to be just here in Las Vegas. And we're just getting together and brainstorming other therapists and coaches and talking about how we all incorporate holistic modalities. And not all of us are even holistic, but we're just getting together and brainstorming and figuring out how we can help our clients.
So they can reach you via email. How do they find you on Facebook? Because you have a big presence on Facebook.
Yes, on Facebook I have a private group called Mind, Body, and Soul Living with Desiree. So you can catch me there as well.
Excellent. Mind, Body, and Soul Living by Desiree. Thank you again for being our guest today. And as always, if you like what you see here today, stay tuned. More episodes are on the way.